everybody, it's me, Monica, and welcome to another speed build. So today we are going to be doing a Lost Souls train, and I decided to do this build because I just know how much you are all excited for this Halloween season that is slowly coming, and I know that you probably expected like a Victorian house from me. I'm not going to lie, I'm really aware of it. But I am probably going to do a Victorian house. But firstly, I really wanted to do a train, and I wanted to do a train for years now. And this was the perfect time because we've got this amazing train pieces in the newest The Sims 4 expansion pack. Horse Ranch, of course, not the new kit. That's not what I was saying. And I just really wanted to do something with that train. I didn't know, am I going to use it just for a regular train or for a Halloween train, but I just figured right now is like a perfect time to do something spooky, and you know, guys, how much I love spooky builds. So I just decided to incorporate the two of the things that I really like into this very cool and creepy train. And as you can see, I started building this in Moonwood Mill, in the biggest slot in the Moonwood Mill, but unfortunately I noticed that I don't have enough space. So you can see that at this point I changed my opinion and went for Henford-on-Bagley. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I wasn't very pleased with this lot, but also I tried it to change this build to fit into Windenburg, but I still didn't like it just because I wanted like a very dark grass. I really wanted the moody atmosphere. So this is not, you know, Henford-on-Bagley doesn't look like this. I added a preset in my Premiere Pro when I was editing this video. Basically, I made everything look a little bit more darker and a little bit more orangey, so you can get a little bit more of a darker vibe. Yeah, I must say that I'm not really happy that we don't have any 64s by 64s like anywhere in Woodmont Mill or in how is it called, like a Vampire World. Sometimes in my head it just blocks. But yeah, we don't really have like any darker kind of lots to build something this big. So unfortunately I choose Henford, and you can see that I made this train in two parts, and it should almost look like this train is going through the mountain. Does it look realistic enough? I'm not sure. Probably I could move this like upper part of the train a little bit more further, and that would look a little bit more realistic. But to be quite honest, when I noticed that, I basically couldn't change it. I mean, I could, but I would have a lot of problems in here, so I just decided to leave it and hope for the best. Basically, you're going to see that I added like a spooky little graveyard in here, and also I added this houses from the realm of magic. They look really cool because they're so broken, and also the furniture is running flying around those houses. So that's really creepy, and I thought that's like a little detail that I could add to this particular build to make it a bit more interesting, let's say. Even though I really think this is an interesting build, and I'm really hoping that you will agree with me. And I must say that I used quite a lot of tool mod in here because I needed to place all these objects perfectly, like the bridges and also these trees and the rocks and everything. I really had a lot of things to do, so this is not like the shortest video ever, but also I'm really hoping that it's not too long and that you are going to enjoy it overall. So at first I thought that this is going to be a non-CC build, but it's not. It's a CC build. Even though if you download this, all this exterior parts of this build aren't really CC, so everything should stay in place if you have all the packs. And I probably used like the most of Realm of Magic. I used Horse Ranch, of course. Cottage Living, definitely. Vampires. Things like that, basically. I used some packs, but I didn't use too much of them. At least I believe so. At least I remembered so. So I'm really hoping that you all can have this in your game. For the interior, though, I used some custom content, and also I wanted to use beautiful new set from BR Sim called Woodland, and it's actually like an extension for the Horse Ranch. And it looks just so stunning because it can look very rustic, and it can also look very spooky if you put a darker swatches into it. So I decided to use that pack inside as well. I believe that pack is going to come out for free very soon, but he's making like the second part right now, and I'm super excited about that pack because he's making a kitchen, like a plaster looking kitchen with like little wooden doors, and that's literally something that I want since forever. I really like kitchens like that, and I know that that kitchen is going to be one of my favorite ones ever, so I can't wait. I'm really hoping that he soon is going to be done with that pack so I can, download it. And as you can see, I am making like a small graveyard in here. I want it to look almost like this train is going to leave the souls in here, or it's collecting the souls from the graveyard. It's really hard to say, but the idea was something like it, I can't really define it. But something like that was the initial idea of mine, so I went for this kind of spooky little graveyard on the hill. And also I added this little like mine detail, like an old mine. I believe nobody really works in here, though everybody's dead. Yeah, but of course this is a Halloween build, so they cannot be alive. Uh, I'm just joking. And I took all of these graves from vampires, I believe. I don't even know that if I used gravestones from any other packs. I definitely used the majority of them from the vampires pack. So if you have vampires, and it would be very helpful that you have, because there are many things that I used in here that are from vampires, that would be great, you know. So basically, I made this train for the family of 5. Yeah. For like dead parents, dead children. I'm just joking, but 5 people can sleep in here. You are going to see how I managed to like feel how I placed the items into this train. Is it very realistic? I'm not sure. Probably not, but this is The Sims, so I did my best, and I really wanted to make this as realistic as possible. But we have everything that you need. Basically, I made a small kitchen and a bathroom, a living room, and the living room is also made as a small reception, because you know the souls are coming into this train and they're taking their rooms. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so smart. But yeah, I just really enjoyed doing this, and I was thinking a lot about the gameplay of this whole space. And also, you are going to see that I found some I found a family on the gallery that looks like ghosts, like little ghosts. We have 3 children. 2 of them are younger children, and one of them is a teenage boy, I believe a teenage boy. So they were just perfect for this house. I didn't download them in here still, but yeah, I think that you are going to see in this video 2 children running around at the end. So yeah, if you want to download that from the gallery, I'm going to incorporate the ID from the person who made them, because that family is fantastic for this type of builds. I really love it, and it's really creative. Basically, they look like a little ghosts, and it's just perfect for the haunted builds. Yeah, of course, as always, I made this as a haunted home residential. You probably knew that, but still, I want to just be clear and say that I did that. So you can play a cute story around this place if you want. If you don't have paranormal stuff back, that's fine. You can make this as a residential, or you can change it into maybe a restaurant or anything that you like, basically. But my idea was definitely a haunted train. I would say a haunted train of the lost souls. Okay, I think that's good. that sounds good. So as you can see, this train has 3 parts, and in one part we have, as I said before, a living room and a bathroom. In one we have bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. They're basically just separated with doors. I of course couldn't put any hallways or anything like that. I really didn't have the space for that, but I really liked it anyways. And I thought that I'm going to struggle more with the space, and I was so excited that I wasn't right, and I really had enough space to do whatever I wanted with this place. Of course, there are not additional like libraries, study rooms, or anything like it. Unfortunately, I didn't have the space for that. But I think that you have everything that your Sims would need in a build like this, and I'm really hoping that you are going to download this build and that you are going to enjoy it, because it's really so much fun. And I tried to download it myself and place it on other lots in The Sims, just so I can check if everything works. But everything worked perfectly, so I didn't have any problems. I added stairs as well. I think you noticed that already. So you can access any part of this build, I would say pretty easily, because there are a lot of stairs in here. Of course, it's quite this train is quite high up, so you basically need to make a lot of steps until you come to the actual train, but at least it works. You don't have to teleport them inside or anything. If you want a realistic gameplay, you can use the stairs. Also, you can see that I used these caves from the vampires because I kind of wanted to create the illusion of the tunnels, and I have in total 3 tunnels in here, so I needed to find some items to make it look a little bit more realistic. And at the end, I really liked the complete vision. Let's say it like that. Definitely tell me in the comments, what do you think about this build, and is it like spooky enough for you or not? I'm really sorry that I actually used preset in here, but this Henford-on-Bagley is like so romantic and so full of color and everything that it was just too colorful a little bit for me, and I really wanted darkness, I really wanted darkness. But by the way, if you find a better lot for this particular build, please place it there, because I couldn't find the better lot. Even though maybe Winterberg is better. I'm really not sure, but yeah, it is what it is, and I'm still hoping that, you liked my vision of this in Henford-on-Bagley. Please tell me if you have any problems with the build or anything, but I think you shouldn't have. We are almost getting inside of this build, even though we are going to get back to this exterior maybe 2 times more, because I decided to add some more details on the roofs of these wagons, and also I found some decorations for the exterior walls. So we are in the first wagon, and this particular one is like a dining area / kitchen, and it looks pretty spooky. As you can see, everything is full of black color, and there is not much light in there, because I really wanted that haunted vibe in here. Even though if you play with the paranormal pack, then you know that you lose your electricity like approximately every few seconds, so maybe you're not going to have lights inside anyways. But yeah, basically I was able to put everything necessary in here, and this kitchen should work, even though I didn't try it. And if something is a problem, you're going to see this little closet that I added between a fridge and the stove. Maybe that thing is going to bother you, or make it like your stove or fridge unfunctional. So if that's the case, please just remove that part, and you're going to have like one more counter to work with, you know, if you want to add more clutter, or you just want to leave it for cooking, that's fine. For majority of the CC, I used Felix Andre and Pierre Sim, but also I used quite a lot of items still from the game. So I don't know, I just combined like CC with original game, let's say it that way. And also Horse Ranch pack is perfect for this kind of build, so I used the kitchen from that particular pack, and I used some cottage living and of course vampires, as I said before, and just some little pieces of clutter from the other packs that I was able to find that they're spooky, like paranormal stuff, or I believe Get to Work. I'm not 100% sure, so don't, take my word for 100%. By the way, I'm really hoping that you notice these skeletons everywhere. So I used two types of skeletons. There are two skeletons that one is like lying here on the couch, and the other one was sitting in the dining area. And also I added some skeletons from Jungle Adventure, I believe, because I really wanted them to look like they're guiding this train, and they're not letting the souls go away, so that was the vibe that I was going for, and hopefully you will like it. And also I was able to even put a desk in here, which is amazing, because I really didn't thought that I'll be able to do that. And as I said before, I added like a small reception in here. It's not really a functional thing, it's more like decorational, but if you need another desk, I believe that you can use that one as well. And you can see that I added this gargoyles from Sims 4 Vampires on the roofs of the train, just for more like spookiness in here. And we have one bathroom. This is basically this one. Everything is mostly like black and gold and dark brown, so I went for the darkest color scheme possible for this particular train. And the last thing that we are going to do in here is we are going to create these bedrooms for our parents, for teen, and also for children who are going to share their bedroom. You have closets in here, you also have a toy in here, you basically have everything that kid needs. So we are slowly heading to the end of this video, you guys. I'm really hoping that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumb up, and you are going to get one more video tomorrow, because we got the new, how is it called, modern locks kit, and also I'm going to give you one pack for free, so please check that out tomorrow. And I'm sending you a lot of kisses, and I just cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye.